Hi, I'm Beth with TB Properties Buys Land, and this is the third in a series of 3 videos in which we lay out the steps of our process in which we purchase rural vacant land from land sellers like yourselves. Now, if you haven't watched the first 2 videos, I recommend you check them out so that you understand the full process in which we purchase land. The first video, the first step, is basically reaching out to us, letting us know you're interested in selling, and then coming to an agreement price. The second step, which is outlined in the second video, goes through the purchase and sale agreement. What does that look like? And then move on from there. The third step, which is what this video is going to detail, is sending that off to the title company for closing the transaction. Now, one thing I forgot to discuss in video 2 is how you sign that purchase agreement. You know, nowadays with technology the way it is, there's multiple ways in which you can sign the purchase agreement. We've had some people who don't have email, and we have mailed them multiple copies of the purchase agreement so that they can sign it and have their own copy as well, and then they'll mail that directly to the title company. We'll provide them that envelope to send it on. We have some people who prefer to get that contract emailed to them. They will sign it, they will scan it and email it back to us. That works too. The cleanest and easiest way, also the fastest way, has been through e-sign. If you haven't done e-sign before, we simply email all the people on the contract to their unique email addresses a copy of the contract. When they open up that email, it allows them to select a signature, and when they sign, they elect to sign, it will date automatically that contract, and it records their IP address of their computer, and it does that for everybody who signs. And once everyone's signed that contract, it's a legal contract. We're able to get a copy of that and email that to the title company. So whatever works best for you, whatever you feel most comfortable with, we can accommodate. So once we have that signed, executed contract by all parties, we email that generally, sometimes mail, but mostly email to the title company that copy of the contract. And the first thing the title company is going to do is they're going to, once they've recorded that new order in their system, they're going to issue an email to all parties that this is the file number or the escrow number in which you can reference. So that means that if you have any questions about the process, you're welcome to contact us, or you can contact the title company directly with that file number. There's no reason why you can't contact them directly for any questions that you might have. We want to make sure there's full transparency in this transaction. So they'll have that file number, and they're going to begin working on the title commitment. Now, we don't normally expect a title commitment any earlier than a week, maybe a week and a half from the title company, and that's normally meant for the buyers. That it's kind of a full disclosure on what they're able to pull on the land. So we're going to review that title commitment. Oftentimes they'll send a copy of that to you as the land seller as well, if you're interested. But that's something that we will review as the land buyer. And when we say, yes, we approve of this, let's move forward, that's when they start pulling closing documents. So they will pull closing documents for you, they'll pull them for us. They're going to reach out to you directly and say, hey, how do you want your money? If there's multiple people on that purchase agreement, they're going to ask you what the disbursement will be. Is it half and half? Is it, if there's 4 people, is it everyone's 25%? What's that divided up to be? Okay, but they'll ask you, do you want this wired to your account, or do you want a cashier's check? If you want that wired, they're going to ask for your wire information, but they will reach out to you with that. Now, you as the land seller will have to sign that contract in front of a notary, the closing documents in front of a notary. Nowadays with COVID, some closing or some title companies aren't allowing you to do that in person anyway. You may be out of state or out of town. So it's really, really convenient for you to take those closing documents and go to your bank and sign in front of a notary, and they'll give you a label for you to overnight those documents back to the title company. As a land seller, they'll want originals, and sometimes they'll tell you they want you to sign in blue ink. It depends on the title company, but they'll give you instructions in your packet, and you'll be able to sign in front of that notary and send that back. They're going to wait for us to sign our paperwork and send it back. They're going to wait for us to send them money. They're going to require certified funds from us as the land buyer. Okay, they're going to require us to wire funds or send a cashier's check. And until they've got certified funds, until they've got our signatures and they've got your closing documents, nothing takes place. The title company is a good third-party intermediary. They protect all parties on this transaction. So once they have everything that they need, they'll record the transaction and they will issue you the check or they'll wire you the funds, and they'll let you know. They'll let all parties know that the transaction has funded and that it has closed. And that's really all there is to that third step of the process. Getting that information to the title company, and the title company pulling the documents, and then everyone signing and getting funded. After this, congratulations, you've sold your property and you've gotten a check for cash on the sale of that property. If this wasn't clear, or if you have other questions regarding how TB Properties buys land, purchases rural vacant land, please feel free to reach out to us. You can give us a call, shoot us an email, or you can reach out to us on our website. We're happy to answer any questions that you might have. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it.